Hi everyone. Okay, we're doing your July 2026 monthly reading. Okay, we're gonna look into all signs. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible, but I know that I usually do a very lengthy reading from Aries to Pisces. Your guys' monthly reading is it tends to be very lengthy. Okay. I do want to discuss a few things. There's some changes in the sky, astrology wise. So I wanted to bring that to your attention so that you guys know what to expect for the month of July. Okay. Or maybe I could do like a separate reading for each of these changes in the sky. I could do that. But I'm gonna do like a quick overview on what these changes in the skies are gonna be. So first is we have Mercury in Cancer, and it's retrograde. It started retrograding yesterday, June 29th. So it's in the sign of Cancer. Okay. So Mercury retrograde, usually it's a lot of redoing papers. You're going backtrack, okay, and you're trying your mind, everybody's mind collectively is trying to go back on a past to either recalibrate, or it's something from this previous months that it revealed something to you that you can now go back and redo it, reassess it, fix it, or either you're illuminated to something that could change the way you look at things in the past. Okay, so this could lead into more clarity, or you having to redo something at home. Okay, because it's in the sign of Cancer, you might be doing a renovation at home, or you're trying to fix family drama. Okay, maybe there's an old family drama that wants to resurface, that never got to be fixed in the past. Okay, so since we're also in Capricorn full moon right now, it's in the opposite of Cancer, Mercury retrograde. So there could have been an illumination that has been revealed to you regarding how you are perceived in public, and what you disclose in public, what you disclose that could affect your privacy, your home life, your family. Also, this could be a time where you find something out about authorities or people in a public figure or public figures about something could be revealed to you about them. Okay, public figures and authorities or governments or government secret could be known. Okay, and this could affect the way you relate to your families. This could affect the your privacy, your home, your security. um le Yeah, Jesus loves you. Thank you so much. I love you. um okay. um and what else? And how those interactions from your public life, your home life, authoritative figures, and your privacy, or those interactions, or vice versa. Okay, or how they interact with one another. Okay. You could be finding out about your government secrets at this time, or an authority's secrets at this time, and how it's impacting your home, your privacy, your family. Okay, so with Mercury right now in retrograde, you could be going back to rehash, or is that called rehash, your family issues, maybe smoothing things out. But since it's in retrograde, it could also be a time where communications are not always well received, even if you would like to. Um, Maybe like it would be a time where you could be talking, but then the receiving end are not, you guys are not seeing eye to eye. Even how, no matter how direct you want to be, no matter if you tell them, I want some wings. Okay, can you please get me some wings? Okay, then they go buy you hot wings. Okay, but you want some pads that has wings. Or they try to buy you something else. Okay. um no matter how direct you communicated it, it somehow was interpreted a different way. Okay. What else? Um it This could be a time where like a blast from the past from your exes, or a family member, or like cancer could also be pregnancy, baby making, or making a home. Okay, so if you have any topics regarding a home, buying a home, making a home, redoing or reassessing those aspects, also home business could also be that. Okay, reassessing those. Cars is also fourth house. Cars, but transportation is third house. Okay, or short time travels, or local travels, and that's third house. Fourth house are like your possessions, or like your home. Cars, home. um okay. What else? Privacy. Yeah. Okay, so you could also be getting a blast from the past from previous exes, or your ex's moms, or um previous houses you lived at, or previous houses or jobs that you've inquired about. Okay, so they could resurface at this time. What else is going on in the sky? Yeah, so right now we're in Cancer. Um, Mars. Mars just changed its sign to Gemini. So we could be putting a lot of our efforts in communication, information, delivering information, and Mars could also make you feel like you want to go here, you want to go there, you want to go there. Or you could feel like you have fleeting interest. Okay, you have fleeting interest. Yeah, yeah, you could be putting a lot of your effort in social medias, telecommunications, communicating with your neighbors, communicating with close interactions. Okay, information, blogging. So that's Mars. So that's where you exert your actions, more like in communication, social media, telecommunications. What else? Uranus. Okay, so Uranus has been in Gemini, but now Mars is joining Uranus in Gemini. So there could be innovations that are being placed towards communications. Okay, innovations, actions towards communication intelligence, AI, um, inventions, inventions regarding information, storing data, um, actions towards, like you might get like a sudden idea, like a very sudden idea that that creates progress in information, social media, um yeah, information, a lot of information, technological advancements. Okay, um technology and information, but also Mars. So Mars, yeah, Mars is very fast in Gemini, or it's sometimes it's here, now it's over there. It could be like all over the place. Okay, is there anything else? Jupiter just entered Leo. Okay. um Jupiter is a fellow Leo is a fellow fire sign where Jupiter likes to be. But the tendency is it might have the tendency for a Leo to have a bigger ego. Okay. So Jupiter just expands wherever it sits. Okay. So Leo is a sign of ego, creation, creativity, um, natural talents. Okay. Leo is a sun sign. That's also self. Um, Maybe this is a time where every individual, or every, like, you have more your self value, the way you value yourself. You could feel like now it's like this is happening collectively. um Now you're beginning to value yourself a little more. um you're raising your the way you see yourself. Like, you could be feeling like you could be getting an idea about how you can raise your own self-worth, your the way you identify as self. Okay. Or also Jupiter could be very like a guru type of very philosophical. So you might be, so this is like a guru or a philosophical guru entering the house of Leo. uh um Leo is not very philosophical sign, but it's very self. Okay, it's Leo could be self-centered, but Jupiter there could, try to wisen up the Leo sign. It it only listens when it benefits the self or the ego. Um but since Jupiter have the tendency to expand where it sits, so it might be able to, wisen it up a little. Okay. Maybe it will share some philosophical views regarding the self. Okay, regarding the ego. Or I feel like with Leo though, it might be difficult for them to contain, because they might feel like Jupiter is trying to contain their shine, because Jupiter is a mutable sign, and uh Leo is plasma, like doesn't want to be limited. Okay, doesn't want to be doesn't want to be limited. So like maybe collectively we'll have more expansive awareness of enjoying ourselves more, or enjoying our leisure time more, because Leo is also a sign of leisure, fun. So you guys might be putting more effort, or there could be more opportunities that could be presented to you regarding leisure time, fun time, um, or expanding your children. Okay, expanding your children. Maybe you you might, this might be a good time to adopt. Okay, adopt, or expanding your family. Okay, or adopt, or having a second child. um okay, I think that is, Chiron. change its sign to Taurus. So Chiron is a wounded healer. Okay, so there might be like some pain that you guys could feel regarding, since it's in the sign of Taurus. So it could be like collectively everybody has a shared pain of regarding stability, finances. Okay, so everybody could be going through that, like a shared pain, or regarding financial stability, stability in agriculture. Okay, um there could be a shared pain regarding that, or you could also teach it from previously going through that by providing ways to become more stable, ways to handle your money right, um, financial recovery. Okay, all right, financial management. Okay, okay, let's do um let's do your horoscopes. I already spent like 20 minutes of your time talking about astrology. Okay. Oh, okay, I'll just do this one. Let's see what's going on for Aries. Aries sun, moon, rising, Venus, rising, Venus, a stellium in Aries, a stellium in the first house. Fix these cards. Yeah, Mars in Gemini, Uranus in Gemini could also be you could be, everybody could be feeling like thinking about ways on how they can connect with people. Okay, Gemini is about connection, communication, but like on the daily of where you see people most. Okay. Okay, let's see. Aries, what's going on? In the past, this is your past energy for the month of July. What's going on for Aries? Aries. You could be feeling like that you have Eight of Swords in reverse. You could be feeling like there is an unseen forces that is trying to manipulate your environment to limit you, to restrict you, to put you, that makes you feel like it's putting you in unpleasant and dangerous situations. Okay. And you might not always know their hidden intentions. So you don't really know how to feel about it because you feel like you're under attack or you feel targeted. Okay. Let's see. They could be putting pressure on you without the transparency of why they're doing what they're doing. Okay. Okay. In your present, let's see what is gonna go on for Aries. Aries. All right, the Chariot. Okay, you're like, I don't like how this is making me feel. I don't like how this is making me feel, because Aries like to feel free to move about, to, they don't like to be paralyzed in one place. Okay. Um Aries is a very decisive and action oriented person. So it doesn't like to, I don't think anybody wants to be in this place. Okay. Where they're like, they're making them paranoid, or like they're making them think a lot, or they're making them be in their thoughts, or like what, like why would you say that, or like what, why are you saying that, like too many mind games. um and then Aries want to dip out. Aries wants to dip out in this situation. You're like, I don't like how this is making me feel. Okay. And I don't even know why you're saying that, and I don't even know why you're saying that. um and it's not like you're being transparent on your motives. Okay. So Aries want to dip out and wants to put its inertia or its efforts in something that they can take action on, which is their own life. And put effort in their own ambition, momentum, creating a momentum in their life. Okay, so things doesn't get stagnant, and um, and this is about putting in the hard work to create momentum in their life. Okay, they're taking a responsible way of taking control of their life to create momentum in their life. Okay. Okay. Let's see what could be challenging them at this time regarding that direction, or like creating that forward movement is um judgment. Ooh. Judgment in reversed. Judgment in reverse. Like, you should do something about a situation, but you ignored it, or like you brushed it off. You brushed it aside, or you're putting it under the rug, and you wish to never see that again. Or you're trying to forget about it. Okay. But you should take action. Like, people are doing some shady things around you, and but I but you don't know whether should you address that, or should you just focus on your own lane and create forward movement and whatever you need to do. Oh, did that flicker? I don't know. I thought my light flickered right now. Didn't that happen last time on my live? Okay. Anyways, you're ignoring your intuition, um what you're being called to do in a situation. Either somebody has told you to do something about it, but you're not doing anything about it. Okay. um so that's your obstacle. Your obstacle is, what you need to do in a situation, but you're ignoring it, or you're um this could be something to do about someone doing you wrong, or someone want to backstab you, or maybe you could be dealing with enemies or hidden enemies, um that may be lurking around. Okay. And so this is your obstacle, so that means don't ignore it. Okay, don't ignore the calling to make a change in your life, to create a forward movement. Don't stay stuck. Okay, take action. Okay, take action. If you feel like you need to get out of you need to get out of a situation that is trying to confine you, that is trying to put you in a dangerous situation, listen to your intuition. Listen to, have these, what do you call it, situational awareness. Okay, don't, like, if the quake is quaking, don't stay in your house. Okay, I mean, if there's an earthquake, don't stay inside your house. Okay, it's kind of like that. That's kind of like an example, but okay, create a forward movement. Okay, if you don't feel safe in a situation, don't be in there. All right, let's see what is going to occur in the near future for you. Okay, a new direction forward. 2 of Wands. I feel like life is going to give you a new direction forward in your life, to create a change, maybe to get out of a situation that you feel like is shady. So when life gives you a new direction forward, take it, go for it, get out of a dangerous situation or a shitty situation that people are trying to confine you in, or that people are trying to, maybe they see you as their solution to their problem. Okay, like if they try to put you in the situation that they're trying to put you in, that's because maybe you're their escape. Okay, you need to make sure that nobody puts you in dangerous situation just so it wouldn't be in their lap. Okay, uh you need to think about your own well-being. Okay, all right. um and this could be regarding something that makes you disappointed. Okay, it makes you feel disappointed, it makes you feel sad, it makes you feel like you're losing some people in your life, um and you're trying to look at it in a wider perspective. Okay, this might have to do with, like, people that you've lost in the past, and maybe you feel like it's a messed up situation, and you're really just trying to focus on what you need to do to create forward movements in your life, but you can't help but to feel disappointed on what happened, and you're trying to see the bigger picture of it by trying to withdraw from situation that you feel like is putting you in dangerous situation. But um it could pertain to something that has happened to a Queen of Cups in your life. Okay, maybe something shocking, something that created an upheaval. Okay, a catastrophe, a disaster, chaos, a trauma, or an adversity that occurred at home, or in a home, an apartment, work. The tower, we have the tower right here. It could be an old belief system. Okay. Um, mhm. That created that, it brought that lightning from above. And and it could pertain to somebody that this sadness that you feel is something that have happened to this Queen of Cups, who is tender-hearted, compassionate, that is now, you know not wanting, that is trying to keep to themselves because everybody's messed up, or somebody has done them wrong. Okay, and is now trying to isolate themselves so that they can heal, so that they can look for the wisdom in what has happened to them. And they're trying to internalize things. Okay. Either they want to keep to themselves, and then there's either a hermit or a Virgo that is, there could be a Virgo that is trying to share money or generosity to create humiliation or aggression. Okay, someone here, a Virgo could be doing this, that is trying to pay somebody to create an aggression, humiliation, and create a very heartbreaking situation for a mom or towards a mom and her family. Someone is paying somebody to create pain for a mother and her family and her finances. Okay, what is this Virgo doing? You have, Virgo, you have better ways to put your money in, where to put your money in, rather than creating a fight or you're trying to pay somebody to bully somebody, to bully them, to disappoint them. Either this could be a mother or someone who is an empress, who's very capable at creating, the counterpart of emperor, and her finance. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, I said I'm gonna do this quickly, but I don't know why it's not. Okay, we might have to. We might just have to. I don't know. Is this your monthly? Okay, whatever is coming through. Okay. What? Let's see. What are you gonna be dealing with for the month of July? Actually, July. Okay, Aries. What are you gonna be dealing with for the month of July? For the month of July, this it's a little shaky. I don't know how I'm gonna stabilize my iPad while I'm recording. There's a witch, man. Like a witch keeps like touching my body. Like it just won't leave my body alone. So apparently there's like a witch that formed a voodoo doll on me. Okay, and it keeps pinning things on me. I can feel it when they pin something. Sometimes it targets my heart. They would like try to use their voodoo doll and pin their things on me, and they also try to pin and something on my tummy and my ovaries. Okay, like I can feel them like trying to destroy my ovaries. Like I feel like this witch is evil. Okay, this witch is evil. It's anti pro-life or something. I feel like it wants to kill my unborn children. What else? What? It's not that I'm pregnant. I'm not even with anybody. Anyway, so it's trying to do these things on my body. It's trying to poke fun on that voodoo doll. and then I end up having like a it looks like a mosquito bite when they try to put like something, or when they try to poke something on my skin, and then it starts, sometimes it tried to poke on my face. So this evil witch wants to destroy my appearance, my vitality, my physicality. It tries to put fire in my hair, because sometimes I can feel the heat in my head. It also tries to poke my back. It pokes me everywhere. It can't leave my body alone or something. So annoying. Anyways, let's get back to your reading, Aries. You're getting interrupted. Okay. Aries, what are you gonna be dealing with for the month of July? Hopefully no witches. Maybe you're gonna be dealing with witches. No witches. I'm gonna pull you some crystal cards if you need to buy some crystal cards for the month of July. I'm gonna pull you some crystal cards. Okay. And then you can practice some prayers to ward off any evil castings from witches. Sometimes we can't avoid bad people, so just figure a way how you could protect yourself. Okay. What are you going to be dealing with, Aries? Ooh, bravery. Bravery. Maybe you could be dealing with cops. Okay, sometimes they're called the brave. Cops, armies, soldiers, heroes, or like someone who's brave. Maybe you know someone who is very brave, someone who plays, or is this a play? Is this a sport? I don't know. Or a hobby. Who's good at archery? Okay. Or maybe you could be dealing with your own bravery. Maybe this month is the month that you are being called to be brave. Okay. Don't let nobody bully you. Okay, what else you're gonna be dealing with? I don't think Aries are the type to be bullied. I don't think Scorpios are the type to be bullied. You're only gonna get an attitude, or like, or it's gonna get like gone, bye. Don't ever want to deal with you. River. You could be dealing with the river. Maybe a river, a body of water could be important. Or the sustenance of the river, how the river is nurturing all 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 the plants, all the fishes that's in the river, how it sustains the forest. You could be dealing with that. Okay. Or you need to be brave regarding rivers. Okay, maybe you need to learn how to swim. Okay. Or you need to be brave. Maybe you have to anxiety regarding rivers or swimming, or you need to be brave about speaking out about maybe the importance of a river and sustaining life in the mountain, sustaining life in the forest, or sustaining life for the aquatic life, or what do you call that? River life. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Alright, the princess wants to come on again. Okay, let's see. What else are we gonna be dealing with? Let's see. For the month of June, what is Aries gonna be dealing with for July? What is July, or what is Aries gonna be dealing with for the month of July? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do 20 minutes for monthlies. We'll just see. A book, okay? Maybe you'll read a book, or you're gonna be dealing with a lot of books, okay? Maybe you're gonna be dealing with a lot of books, reading a book or someone's book, or you're gonna be dealing with wisdom, or you're gonna be thinking a lot, okay? You're gonna be thinking a lot. You're gonna be analyzing information. You're gonna be summarizing information. You're gonna, yeah, analyzing, thinking. This is my remote viewing. This could also be remote viewing, okay? Or you're like thinking about something. You're trying to understand something, and you're summarizing what is going on. You're analyzing a situation, okay? Okay. Okay. Let's see what you could be dealing with. Yeah, I don't think 20 minutes is gonna happen for monthly readings. Okay, I'll try to make this quick. You could be dealing with a high priestess or a psychic. Okay. Or you could be feeling like very psychic right now. Or a high priestess. Maybe if you have a Pisces placement in your chart. Maybe you're an Aries Pisces cusp. Okay. Maybe you know of a high priestess around you, or a psychic around you. Maybe this could be your allied defender. Okay. Maybe this could be an allied defender, someone that would defend you, or wants to support you. Okay. What else are you gonna be dealing with? A book burning. A book burning? Someone's burning a book. Hopefully it's not a holy book. Okay. Or hopefully it's not. Okay, something here is burnt. Okay. Burnt or book burning. Hopefully nobody's burning anything, like a witch burning something, trying to cast any spells. This witch has been bothering me. Like, what the heck? Why they can't leave me alone? Spiritual warfare is happening. Okay. Book burning, or you could be dealing with a book burning. Maybe that's why there's a book here. Maybe you could also be working with books. Okay, book burning. So hopefully no ancient texts burning. Okay, we need those ancient texts. Hopefully that's not happening anywhere. Yeah, I wish they didn't do those things of like burning a book or ancient books. They weren't that part of history where they burned a lot of ancient texts or religious texts before. Okay. I'm not gonna go into detail about what do these people want to tell you, or should I? Okay, well, maybe let's just go for it. All right, Let's just see what does this bravery wants to tell you, if it's a person or a symbol for you. What does it want to tell you? Okay, they think they feel the same way. They feel the same way. Okay. What about this book or wisdom or thinking or summarizing if anyone is trying to do remote viewing on you? What do they have to tell you? Or what does this book has to tell you? Maybe if you're reading a book, maybe it has some wisdom to tell you. What does it want to tell you? Hmm. Do you want to apologize? So maybe it's someone who's thinking about you, like a remote viewer. Do you want to apologize? Hmm. What about the High Priestess? What does it want? What about the High Priestess, the Psychic? Maybe you have a Pisces in your life. What does it want to tell you? It could be your ally defender. Or someone else, right? Yes. Yes. They just want to say yes. Okay, what else? Make my heart full. Ah, so it could be your ally defender. Okay, who else is the ally defender? What does the ally defender wants to tell you? Huh? They said they're ready. Okay, what else? You're right. Okay. But which one? Leave me alone. Isn't it so creepy that a witch, if this person is not obsessed with you, like, I don't know what's the reason of creating a voodoo doll about a person. Okay, I'm not the type of person that like fixate my time on a person. Okay, I feel like there's just so much to do in the world rather than fixating your attention on a person. Okay, you could be doing something like improving yourself. Okay, or working on yourself, working on your shadow selves. Okay, and trying to do personal develop to improve yourself. But here you are, a witch that is fixating your attention on one person, on how you can sabotage, on how you can destroy someone's appearance, someone's health, someone's vitality. Am I your better to do? Okay. Anyways, let's pull some crystal for you guys if you guys need to buy any crystals, if you guys happen to go in spiritual stores and you guys can purchase one of these. So let's see what the Holy Spirit could recommend for you for the month of July. Okay, what should Aries buy for themselves, like crystals, or like have close to them, or be part of their ritual or protection? Ow. Okay. Hydonite. Hydonite, Aries. Okay. Get you some hydonite crystal. So it could look like this. Okay. It's like quartz, but like with some green. What it is, a variety of spodumene. Spodumene. A variety of spodumene, hydonite's green aura emanates the warm and fuzzies. If you tap into the stone's frequency and feel the buzz, you must have a big heart. Use it. Who needs it? French existentialistic, or wait, French existentialist, future trippers, and bad romantics. Where to put it? Hydonite, like its cuddly pink cousin, 𝐂𝐍𝐿𝐒, should be aimed at the heart. Like you could probably get a necklace, okay? Like a necklace so that it's like close to your heart. Or like you could put it like in a pocket in your heart. Or an earring. An earring. And when to use it? When to use it? When you find yourself stuck in the past or too focused on the future, Hydonite is down to make the most of every moment. If you're in a rut, call on Hydonite to help you love your way out of it. Claim your happy place. Claim your happy place. So it helps you be in the present moment, okay? It helps you be in the present moment. Okay, now let's focus on advices. Okay, where does the Holy Spirit wants you to focus on right now is Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. This is creating momentum in regards to your new ideas. Okay, if you have a new idea to reach new people, new customers, new clients, new location, where do you want to preach or share your ideas with? Okay, you have bright ideas and you want to reach new people. Okay, it's like how do you think you can bring in more people regarding the things that you're selling or you're advertising, um, or your creativity? Okay, where do you think that you could get more people? Okay, so focus on getting more people, sharing your ideas to people. Okay, so that's what you need to focus on right now. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's draw for some advice. And if you have any love thing going on for the month of June, okay, we're gonna draw some cards for love. Love for Aries. Love card for Aries, please. You deserve love. Whether someone is appreciating you or are not appreciating you enough, Aries, you deserve love. You need to recognize your own value, okay? Because you are lovable. You deserve love. You are lovable. Value yourself first. What else? Deception. You could be dealing with a few people around you that is falsely representing themselves or are not being very upfront in terms of their intentions towards you, their feelings towards you, okay? That is trying to restrict your movement, trying to put you just in one place, limiting your own options, limiting your choices, okay? If you sense something that you know is not going to be good for you, why stay there? Do you owe them anything? You don't owe them anything. Okay, deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Mm, okay. Let's see what else. Let's ask for if there's any advice regarding money or opportunity. Okay. All right. Innovation, independence, and vision. New moon in Aquarius. Innovation, independence, and vision when it comes to opportunity and finance, career. Okay. Innovate, be independent, be visionary. Okay. Explore innovative ideas and embrace your unique perspective. Even if it's not a popular opinion, say it. Okay. Explore innovative ideas and embrace your unique perspective. Popular opinion might not always be what is best for the group. You could be that very first person in that group to speak what you see that other might not be able to see. Okay. Be fearless. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. Any more advice for Aries? Balance. Have some balance. 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 Difference is an blah 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 blah. Balance. Difference is a necessary part of a human. Difference is a necessary part of human evolution, and everything in life is comprised of opposites, which together make life whole. If you light a candle in a room already flooded with light, the light of your candle would be indistinguishable from the light which already exists. Because of darkness, we are able to perceive light. Both are necessary. Balance. Do you get it? That's kind of like, but there can only be more light. If you add more light, there can only be more light. So it's up to you if you know how much, if you want to allow darkness in your life. But it's kind of saying that you only recognize light, you only appreciate life. I mean, you only appreciate light once you've experienced darkness. And both are necessary for you to appreciate the importance of both. And then you say, why would we ever need darkness? Why would it ever be necessary? Because without darkness, you wouldn't know what light is. If all you've ever known is darkness, you wouldn't know what light is. You wouldn't know the beauty of light. You wouldn't know the relief of light. Like maybe because darkness will be your normal, your sense of normalcy. What do you call it? Normality. Okay. And once you become um conditioned, okay, once you become conditioned in an environment that is darkness, like say you can live a um in a dark sea, okay, and then you have like and say, or like cats, like, or say you have a night vision, okay, you can see in the dark, okay, and then you've never met light, okay, and you think that you were born in the dark and you feel like that's all that there is, and then light comes on and introduces itself to you, and then you're like, whoa, I didn't know that those kind of things exist. I didn't know what there's life besides darkness. like oh, you didn't know that you needed that. So since something becomes like you've been normalized to or conditioned to darkness, you stop looking for light. You start to accept that darkness is normal. And it's normal for your body or for your mind to think that way because it's trying to survive. It's trying to survive by being less resistant to its environment. And if darkness is everyday routine, then that's what becomes normal. Okay. Um but because of darkness, you're able to perceive light. Now you know that you needed light. Or if there was already light in your life, why would you need a flashlight during the day? All right. Or like if you've always been used to light without darkness, you wouldn't know. And then once you face darkness, because all you've ever known is light, once you face darkness, you wouldn't know how to respond because the skills and the survival skills that you need to survive darkness was not taught to you. Okay. But you can't stay too much in the dark. Okay. Mm. Let's see, Aries. What does the Holy Spirit wants to ask you? Wants to wants you to be aware of? Okay. Aries, you get the plant amaranth. Amaranth meaning immortality, persistence, and sacred growth. What enduring truth lives inside you, waiting to be cultivated over time? Immortality, persistence, sacred growth. Immortality, persistence, sacred growth. What enduring truth lives inside you, waiting to be cultivated over time? sacred growth. So this teaches you sacred growth. Maybe it's something that you keep you keep it to yourself. Okay. And with the wisdom that it's trying to teach you from your own experience, it allowed you to grow to be the person that you are today, and continuing to grow to be that person for a younger generation, or for to be that person for a younger generation that might need someone like you in the future. But enduring truth lives inside you, waiting to be cultivated over time. And then once you look back, it grew some wisdom in you. Okay, like now you're like, oh my gosh, it wising you up. Or like that kind of experience, you know, taught you how to be brave. Taught you how to be brave. Taught you how to use your voice. Taught you how to decipher in dangerous situations. Taught you how to survive. Okay, taught you how to avoid situations that you know are only gonna pull you back into, that isn't good for you. Okay. Okay, Aries, that is all the messages I have for you. Sorry this got lengthy again. Okay, because I feel like this is what you need to hear for the month of July. Maybe I can do a little more faster. We'll see. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do a separate video. Okay. For for each sign. I don't know why it can never be short. Yeah, maybe you guys can just can listen to this when you guys are about to go to bed, or like when you guys have time to listen to something that's like an hour length of a video. Okay. Aries, that is all the messages I have for you for the month of July. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Michelle, where? Do you like teach you something? um, no. Do they even know what a witch is? Nobody know what a witch is. So how can you call somebody a witch if you don't know what a witch is? Anyway, okay, you guys. Aries, I'll see you in your next reading for the month of August next month. Okay. Until next time, bye. Loves you. I don't know why I clapped. Bye.